deeper.
The ocean is really deep. Hey guys, it's me, the most famous person in the world, with my best friend.
the most second famous.
Yeah, my best friend.
Ah!
He's not been forced to do this. Yeah, the ocean is way deeper than you think. Yeah. Get away from the camera, you
The ocean is
psycho.
really deep.
Yeah.
Deeper, in fact, than most of us realize.
Wow.
If you were to shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent
Minecraft,
and
I
island in the
love
world and fill up the
Minecraft.
ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep.
2 miles?
3/4 of our planet is already
even
covered
know
in
how
water,
much
though,
2
and it goes a
miles
lot deeper than just 2
I'm
miles.
stupid.
Let's start with a sense of scale. This
That's a
dot right
human.
here is the size of an
That's
average
a
human.
human.
This slightly larger dot is the size of an elephant, and this is the size of the largest ship ever built, the Knock Nevis. With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we find out.
What is
The first milestone is at 40
right there.
meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving. A little further down at 93 meters is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which means that it sank in water shallower than it is long, so if the ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would be sticking out of the water.
So humans
Just
are that
slightly
big.
deeper than that at 100 meters is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because of decompression sickness. But that didn't stop a man named Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving world record at a depth of 214 meters. This guy swam down to this level with just
With one breath.
What?
Why would you risk your life for just like a record?
Anybody got time for that? Let's just play.
one single breath. But a little further down at 332 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man.
No, this is fake. How much is 300 meters in feet?
Wait,
6
1
feet.
feet. Wait, 3 feet.
You're the smart one, but
Wait, 3 feet.
I know you're just stop flexing. I can also.
10 feet or
13
3 meters.
16 feet.
This is 332 meters. That equals about 110.
Wrong.
I
100.
think.
111.
Named Ahmed Gabir.
I did
If he had swam
Ahmed.
down another
Wait, why is
111
it so
meters, then
much
he would have
weird
reached
about
the
that?
height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater. And a little further than that, at 500 meters below the surface, we arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales, the largest creatures on the planet and also the limit of the U.S. Seawolf class nuclear submarine. At 535 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins, and this is when we must bring up the intensity of water pressure. At this level below the surface, the water pressure exerted on a person or the penguins would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So further down the depths, at 830 meters, would be the height of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world. Once we hit 1,000 meters below the surface, we begin to enter the scary zone. Light from the surface can no longer reach beyond this point, so the rest of the ocean
Who made the name? Yeah, let's say like 1,000 meters below the water. Let's call it the scary zone.
Oh, that's
It's
really
scary.
smart. That's so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
below is shrouded in permanent darkness. On top of that, the water pressure you would experience at this point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus, meaning that you would die very quickly. You would also meet the giant squid at this sea level if the water pressure didn't already kill you. At 1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle, and further down at 1,820.
If the people could only swim down to 332 meters, how did they know that it was exactly 1,000 meters deep if they haven't been there?
Submarines, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah. Not the smart one now.
meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon were it to be underwater with us. Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like the ominously named black dragonfish, a carnivorous beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted through it. Meaning that since we're in total darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with a flashlight.
Look at that real quick. That's you went from that small fish to that shit.
Wait, stop cursing or I'm gonna froze.
Wait, small fish. When was there a small fish? There was a small fish like this big on the screen, and then that happened.
Oh, like the light bulb thing? No, that was the
A little further down, at
That's
2,250 meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the very frightening colossal squid. Sperm whales often have sucker marks and scars left on their bodies from battles with the colossal squid that likely take place at these incredible depths. The squids themselves can grow to be 14 meters long and weigh up to 750 kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate and razor-sharp.
Okay, sorry for pausing it. Are we? Oh, we're not pausing anymore.
Can we just put it like down here?
Yeah.
Oh wait, they can't see.
So yeah, good luck with that down there. Way further down at 3,800 meters, we can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic. And a bit past that, at 4,000 meters, we start to enter the abyssal zone of the ocean. Water pressure is at an astonishing 11.
The abyssal zone is like better than the scary zone.
Scary zone. Because it's so scary. 4,000 meters.
Like who comes up with these names?
11,000 pounds. Wow. Okay, let's see.
7,000 pounds per square inch down here, and there are numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these depths, such as the fangtooth, anglerfish, and viperfish. Down at 4,267 meters is the average depth of the ocean where you would normally expect to hit the floor, but there are parts of the ocean that go significantly deeper than even this. At 4,791 meters rests the wreckage of the battleship Bismarck sunk during World War II, and way down at 6,000...
Like the person who recorded this, literally goes to school like every year 500 trillion times. Like how would you know that if you don't go to school?
Yeah.
meters is the beginning of the Hadal Zone, named after the underworld Hades itself. The water pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface, which is roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp or a single person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747 jumbo jets. Down at these depths, you would be crushed immediately without any outside protection, but life still exists down here in various strange forms. At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to, a popular research submarine that helped to discover the Titanic. Way further down at 8,848 meters below the surface, and we have arrived at the height of Mount Everest, where to be upside down and placed underwater. And then, way further past even that, at 10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012 during the Deep Sea Challenger mission. The deepest point in the ocean yet reached by humans was back in 1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their...
Why would you do this?
Like you could literally just die. Like it's just for fun.
Yeah. Beat a world record in 1960. What are you doing? After this video, I'm gonna hold you hostage, okay? What? I
He's a
said
kidnapper.
no. No, we're best friends.
Trieste
Like in
submarine.
real life,
It took them
we are
5 hours to
actually
descend
not
through the
that
ocean to this depth, and they only stayed for 20 minutes before a window cracked and they began to
Yep, and they
resurface. Just a bit further down from there at 10,972 meters, and we reach the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner. So if you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at. Finally, when we hit 10,994 meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean called the Challenger Deep, right here on this map, just about 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island. However, it is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the ocean than this that just haven't been discovered yet. It wasn't until 1997, after all, that the Sirena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's floor has been accurately mapped, leaving the other 95% to be currently a mystery. It may be only a matter of time before an even deeper part of our ocean is found, and who knows what we may discover there.
Okay, but not that. What the hell is this? What the hell? Wow, so that's the end of that video. Oh, what the fuck? No, okay, bye.